The supply chain is gaining stability, but there are a lot of forces still impacting the production and distribution of electronics. My name is Tony Lopez, Vice President of Manufacturing and Logistics Services for Pride Industries. And these are the top 6 trends affecting supply chain right now. Trend number 1, worker shortages. American companies used to look to Asia for affordable labor, but Vietnam, Taiwan, and China have all seen significant wage jumps in the last 2 years. The fact is, labor shortages are now a global issue. To cope, companies are developing some pretty innovative strategies. In addition to raising wages, they're creating talent pipelines through in-house training programs and partnerships with academic institutions. They're also looking at labor pools that might have been missed before, like people with disabilities. Trend number 2, global conflicts. The problem with China isn't just that it's getting more expensive. The country's increasing tension with the US is another reason that China is becoming a less reliable supplier. The conflict between the Ukraine and Russia has made neon, palladium, cobalt, and other metals harder to source. These global conflicts are one reason why Supplier Management Magazine advises its readers to switch to local supply chain partners when they can. Trend number 3, climate change. A recent McKinsey study found that the probability of a hurricane strong enough to disrupt semiconductor supply chains will increase up to 4 times by 2040. Extreme weather events are also affecting the movement of goods. Hellenic Shipping News reports that in 2020, roughly 3,000 containers of goods were lost overboard due to rough weather. To avoid these type of losses, some companies are moving their manufacturing closer to their customers. In other words, they're reshoring. Trend number 4, the push for sustainability. Consumers continue to demand that manufacturers use greener processes. The good news is studies show that people are willing to pay more for sustainably made products, not just because they support green manufacturing, but because they are considered eco-friendly products to be more reliable. So if your company is working to green your supply chain, be sure to capitalize on that investment with public relations and awareness campaigns. Trend number 5, the CHIPS Act. The CHIPS Act is the biggest piece of tech legislation in years. It was designed to increase domestic production of semiconductors, create more jobs, and lower costs for American electronics manufacturers. The CHIPS Act became law back in August, and its long-term benefits are yet to be seen. But in the short term, it seems to be making a difference. Both Micron and Qualcomm are significantly expanding their domestic chip-making capabilities. Trend number 6, cyberthreats. To cope with supply chain disruption, many businesses have linked their internal systems more closely with their suppliers. But while linked systems are efficient, they also create additional entry points that cybercriminals can exploit by aggressively hacking, or even simple old-fashioned phishing. To increase security, manufacturers not only have to ensure that their own systems are secure, they have to monitor their supplier systems as well. So what can you expect for the rest of 2023? In a nutshell, things are slowly getting better. Supply chain bottlenecks are easing, shipping costs are dropping, and domestic production of critical components is increasing. So there you have it, our picks for the top supply chain trends for 2023.